Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wrestling Takes, and today I'm here to talk about WWE 2K25. Now, this past Monday, Raw on Netflix debut, and we got a little announcement that 2K25 is coming soon, and they're going to be dropping more details on January 28th. That show seems to be pretty big because that's when Roman Reigns told Paul Heyman that he's going to be free to do something big as well, so I guess stay tuned for Raw on January 28th on Netflix. But that's besides the point. We're here to talk about 2K25. And we were told, and I quote, that WWE 2K25 promises to take the series to new heights with game changing features and iconic superstars. Apparently, this year is going to be a revolutionary year for the 2K franchise in terms of the WWE 2K series. I really hope so because most years we get false promises like this. Maybe not this far. This seems pretty big for 2K, but a lot of years they tell us a lot of things, and honestly, the hype's real, but then it kind of is always disappointing. I mean, this year with the 40 years of WrestleMania mode, me personally, I've only played the first three matches because I found them so boring, and the hype for that for me was pretty big as well. I just didn't enjoy it. I think Showcase mode, honestly, I wouldn't mind if it went. Same with my faction. I don't think anybody particularly plays that mode or enjoys that mode. It's obviously just a rip off of Ultimate Team just to try and make a bit more money for 2K. Um, but like I said, besides the point, we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about Universe mode. I think everybody's favourite mode is probably Universe mode. For me in particular, I run an EFED over on Twitch called TCW. If you want to go and join, check out the Twitch. It's linked on my profile. Very fun actually. But Universe mode, if you're not running an EFED, in my opinion, it can get really stale. I mean, I remember on WWE 12 that whole Brock Lesnar debuting storyline on Universe mode. It was so fun, and the replayability was there. This year, and well, in previous years, up until since WWE 12, I think it's kind of been on the downward spiral Universe mode, and it's really sad actually. I guess they don't put enough resources into it because they're focusing on making more money with things like my faction, which it really is a shame. But this year, I'm hoping to notice fans' discontent, I guess you could say, dismay with the universe mode and really do something about it. And today I'm here to talk about how 2K can revolutionise universe mode for 2K25. I've got a lot of ideas here, and I'm sure you guys have got some bright ideas too. So do let me know in the comments anything that I miss here. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. How can 2K revolutionise universe mode for next year's game? Well, this year the game should be out in like 2 months, so the hype really is building, and I hope we get some announcements regarding universe mode on January 28th. But yeah, one of the most obvious things I guess you could mention is the fact that promos got removed after 2K19. Does anyone know why that is? Like seriously, surely it's more of a chore to remove them. I guess it saves having to film the new superstars added to the roster, saying things. But with AI these days, surely the AI could just do it. I think so. And I really want them to go in depth with promos too, like have a lot of options for stuff you can say. What would be really cool? I mean, this is a far-fetched idea. It's not going to happen this year, but down the line, where you go on, you pick say Roman Reigns to cut a promo, and you can actually type something for him to say. Now with AI, I think that is possible down the line. Obviously, that could be abused with people typing out for him to call out Chris Benoit and saying some derogatory things. But obviously, if the AI was clever enough, it could block you from doing those sort of things. That would be really cool, but that's obviously too far fetched, too futuristic for the moment in time. But honestly, just promos in general to elevate storylines in the universe mode, add a level of realism compared to real life WWE would be really helpful in my opinion. And rivalry reactions is my next point. Rivalry reactions to me need a complete overhaul. Why can't you use rivalry reactions on a pay per view? It makes no sense. You can only do it on weekly shows, Raw and SmackDown, NXT. Just allow us to use them on pay per views. We can't do a Money in the Bank cash in at WrestleMania. We cannot recreate Seth Rollins or Damian Priest's moments. It literally makes no sense whatsoever. It'd be so simple. Just allow a Money in the Bank to happen on a pay per view. I really think it's idiotic the fact that they don't allow you to do that at this moment in time anyway. But there's a lot of other things. We need a lot more rivalry reactions. One where someone goes to hit someone with a chair, that person ducks like in the ring and they accidentally turn on them. I know there's one outside the ring. But a lot more rival reactions do definitely need to be added. One where someone just comes and watches the match without getting involved. A lot of things that happen in real life, basically, like people getting ejected. Just I know there is obviously some of these already available, but I do want them to go a little bit more in depth with the rivalry reactions. And another thing, allow multiple uses. Allow two rivalry reactions to happen in the same match. Allow someone to come and help one guy, but then, so let's just, for example, say it's the Judgment Day taking on the Bloodline. Allow Roman Reigns to come in, help Jey Uso against Finn Balor, but then Dominic Mysterio comes in to get Roman Reigns and help Finn Balor. So then it becomes like kind of 2-on-2 and there's a big brawl. Just allow creativity like that, multiple uses of rivalry reactions per match. That would be really cool in my opinion, yeah. But I think that's about it in terms of rivalry reactions. Something that would really help me, really benefit me in terms of running an E-Fed. Allow more creator wrestlers to be downloaded, because I hit the limit so many times. I have to go and clear out my roster. It's really unnecessary. Just allow a big database of creator wrestlers to be downloaded. It would be so helpful. I guess if you're running like an Attitude Era or an AEW or Ruthless Aggression Era where you're downloading old superstars or stars from other companies, that would be really helpful too. You could download like 100 AEW stars, for example, with no limit to how many you can get. That would be brilliant. I mean, why not? I mean, I'm sure they've got the storage capacity to be able to make that feasible. So just do it. Like 2K, just do it. I don't know. I've got a lot of things to say about the 2K franchise, but I'll hold them back because they do a decent job. The graphics and all that to do with the game is decent. So you can't complain completely. But I don't like the shift in focus towards my faction in recent years. I don't think anybody asked for that mode. Nobody wants that mode. Just get rid of it. Or don't invest any more money into it, because no one is bothered about going and buying packs on WWE. We get ripped off enough with FIFA and Madden and NBA 2K. We don't want the same happening here. We want it to be a little bit different, in my opinion. But the final suggestion I have, like I say, leave your suggestions in the comments on how Universe Mode can be improved. Add a draft system similar to My GM mode. I mean, My GM, in terms of the draft bit, it's so fun. I think once you pass the draft, it's a whole different story. It gets a little bit more boring. But the actual draft itself, I find really fun when you're going through and picking people. Allow that on Universe Mode. Set a time scale. How often do you want your draft? And for me, it would be after every WrestleMania and every SummerSlam. Or you could even just make it after every Mania. But, once you finish your Mania card, you get sent into the draft room, and it's you against the AI. Obviously, you're Raw, the AI SmackDown. Or you do both of them, either way. You guess you can choose just like you can in GM mode. And just do the draft. Rather than having to go in and manually change everything. It's so tedious. You gotta send Roman Reigns to Raw yourself. You gotta do Cody Rhodes to SmackDown yourself. It's like, just, I know it's kind of a lazy attitude, but the AI should be able to do that for you in this day and age, especially when it does it for you on GM mode. Just implement the GM mode draft to Universe mode and happy days. But I think the main reason they won't do that is because I think one of the main draws for GM mode is that draft system, and I think the number of people playing GM mode would significantly decrease should they remove that draft system, which honestly, to me, is a sign to maybe just merge the two modes in general. Do we need a standalone GM mode? I don't know. Maybe some people enjoy it. I'm not a huge fan. I was in 2K22, but the past two 2K installments, I've not been the biggest fan, in all honesty, and I wouldn't mind if they just merged it. I don't think it's really got its own pedigree as a standalone mode. I didn't play the old ones back in the day, SVR 06, 07, 08, for example, or whenever there was My GM mode. I'm too young to have played those games, but do let me know in the comments. Do you think My GM mode needs to be a standalone mode, or could you just merge some of its features in with Universe mode? I don't know. But yeah, I think that pretty much culminates everything that I want to say about Universe mode. I mean, there is some positives to the mode, obviously, but I'm here to talk about the negatives, really. I'm an Englishman. I'm a typical angry, miserable Englishman. So that's just the way it's going to be on this channel, unfortunately, for you. But people like hearing negative comments, I think. And I don't want to be synonymous with being only negative. When things are positive, I will comment on that. And when we get the trailer, I'll do a reaction video. If it's good, I'll praise 2K for a good trailer. But if it's not, then I will go in on them. Fear not. But yeah, I've got some good news if you've not enjoyed this video. But if you did enjoy this video, and if you did, go and like. But yeah, if you did enjoy, then I'm afraid I've got some bad news. This video is about to end. See ya.